Okay. Been thinking about this one. Season 3 of The 100. Okay. The greatest debacle of writing and insanity. It puts every Japanese game show, Mexican telenovela hybrid to shame. Okay, I'm going to give you an example because I don't do spoilers. Imagine a 100-car train filled with passengers crashes and just like a squeeze box and body parts and bodies and survivors and corpses strewn everywhere. So for the first day, the survivors sort of gather their strength and they start trying to gather all the body parts into this little safe pile over here to keep the scavengers away from them over here. And, try to, create a safe place in what's left of the train cars. Now, on day 2, a fleet of Boeing 747s crash into the crashed train, spewing more body parts and survivors everywhere. Okay, so that day continues where the survivors of the plane crashes and the survivors of the train crash start reassembling all the body parts again and finding food. Okay, and now day 3, a fleet of school buses filled with elementary school children drive up to the crash scene because no one else has come because, there is nobody else. But the kids all jump out of the buses with machetes and start hacking the survivors to bits. Okay, essentially, this is what you have in the 100. Not quite that well thought out. I mean, if it was that well thought out, it would be a huge hit. But basically, it's like a Hillary Clinton took over the world kind of mentality where everyone is an extremist. And if you're a bad guy today, tomorrow another bad guy will come along and all of a sudden you'll be the exact opposite and goody-goody two-shoes gumball. And then the next day, you'll be a bad guy again because the bad guy will have been defeated. And it's just this massive insanity of a train wreck you just can't stop watching. Now, beyond this is the timeline. Now, season 3, and they're like 15, 16, whatever episodes each year. Each episode is like a week to a month long. But season 3, episode like 11 or something, they're flashing back 6 months before the show started. To the day the show started, essentially. And it's like 3.5 years have gone by, and literally more than that in the time scheme that they've developed on this show, but we're supposed to believe suddenly it's only 6 months. Basically, these producers and writers should be taken out behind the barn and flogged severely for their stupidity.